Hey, it's Angel, and I am here to challenge the way you show up in the world by taking the focus off of everything and everyone else around you and shining the light within.
Hey, they be like, smooth. What? Can you teach me how to tell you? You know why? Cause all the girls love me. Hey, all I need is a beat that's super bumpin'. And for you.
What's up? It's Angel, and I'm here to challenge the way you show up in the world by taking the focus off of everything and everyone else around you and shining the light within. On today's episode of Angel Starr TV, I wanted to talk to you about just living your life and not being concerned about what people think about you. First, let me say that you have a gift. You have a purpose, and God has called you for something very specific in this world. And listening and really taking in and being paralyzed over the opinions of other people is not going to get you where God has called you to be. We have one shot at this life, and I really don't think people consider that. But we have to stop being paralyzed and fearful of what people think about us. You cannot please people. There's a quote that says, if God can't please everyone, you sure can't either. And that's true. You cannot please everybody. And the more you try, the harder you try, the worse it's going to be for you. So I just want you to know that you have a gift in you. You have something in you that is so special and that we need. The world needs what you have. Yes, you. The world needs it. And you're sitting in the corner, balled up in a fetal position, crying because of the words, because of what people think about you, when honestly, it's none of your damn business. Live your life. Stop worrying about what other people think about you, because at the end of this life, you don't get to try it again. You don't get to look back at the tape of your life and say, dang, I messed up right there. Dang, I really shouldn't have been concerned. Crap, I should have lived my life and did what God called me to do. You don't get to do that. You don't have that opportunity. When that box drops, that's it. That's it. There's no more. There's no redos. You ain't a cat, boo. You don't get 9 lives. This is it. This is no more. You get this one shot at life, to live this life, to go hard at life on some real stuff. There's levels to this thing. So every time God brings you into a new season, you're gonna be uncomfortable. You might feel pain. You're gonna change. There's gonna be new opportunities. You're going to have to let things go. There's going to be opportunities to restore relationships, friendships. There's also going to be opportunities to reevaluate your life. Let go of friendships, let go of relationships, release your grip from things, forgive people. There's going to be opportunities to do all of these things. But when you're so concerned about what people think about you, it's going to be harder to get to where God has called you to be. I have a few tips. I brought out Old Faithful to help me remember just a few things that I've written down to really help you in this journey of completely not caring what people think about you. And like I said, I deal with that sometimes. I do struggle with that in certain situations, but I'm not it's not a lifestyle of mine. It's not something that I do every day. And I tell you, if you're struggling with this currently, I promise you, the moment you're free from this, it's gonna be a freedom you ain't never felt. Like Harriet Tubman ain't got nothing on this. When you break free from people prison, your life ain't never gonna be the same. Stop tripping. That's first thing. Stop tripping. There's so many times where our own personal insecurities and our own places where we struggle plays a lot into what we think other people think about us. So stop tripping. Stop thinking that everybody is so concerned with you. And also, there's a little pride. There's a little pride in people pleasing, because when you think that everyone is concerned about what you're doing, how you're looking, there's a little pride in that. To be real with you, people really don't care about what you're doing, especially when they don't know you. You're sitting in a restaurant, or you're sitting in school or at church or at work or whatever, and you know, somebody else comes in, unless you got a bunch of haters in your group, it's really okay. You know, as humans, we judge. You can say whatever you want. We judge. We look, oh, that's a cute shirt, whatever. They might smile, how you doing, whatever. You go about your business. Nobody is really concerned about what you're doing. And again, a lot of times it's your own issues, your own insecurities that begin to surface, and that plays a role into what other people think about you. Just be okay with who you are. Be okay with whoever you are. If you're fat, you're skinny, you're ugly, you're bald, you got a big nose, big lips, big booty, big hips, whatever it is, be okay with that. Own your individuality and enjoy it. If there's things that you don't like about yourself that you can change them. If you can't, learn to live with them, learn to love them, learn to accept them, embrace them. There's a reason that God created you the way that He created you. Live with that and just be okay with who you are. I used to struggle with how I showed up, I guess, as a female, because I played basketball. I was a tomboy. I didn't wear heels. I love wearing earrings. I love big purses. I got down with makeup sometimes, but I didn't find it important to me to wear 8-inch stilettos to the grocery store. That wasn't important to me. I used to spit all the time. My mom would tell me that, you know, you ain't never gonna find a man, Angel. And little did she know, when I went through my struggle, I wasn't looking for a man. But that's a whole nother story. Just be okay with who you are. Own it. Be confident in that. Be 100% confident in that. Because when you're confident in that, when you're okay with who you are, unless it's a hater, they have no choice but to be okay and confident in who you are. You have to be completely fine with not knowing what they think. When you walk into a room, it's cool. What people think about you is their reality. That's what people think about you, and you can't change that. If you walk into a room, or maybe you're doing a presentation, or maybe you meet a new group of friends, how people experience you is how they experience you. You cannot take away someone's perception of you. People are going to think what they're going to think no matter what you do, and you have to be okay with that. I think people are always going to have something to say, but if we refer back to being okay with who you are, then it doesn't matter. Kind of as a last thing and a wrap up is just when you begin to notice and really feel these things surfacing when you're in a group, or when you're, you know, whatever it is that you're doing, when you begin to feel these feelings, kind of assess the situation. Where, what, and why. What is this? What is this? What am I feeling? I'm feeling anger. I'm feeling fearful. I'm not feeling confident. I'm feeling like, you know, self-conscious. Whatever it is that you're feeling, ask yourself, what am I feeling? What am I feeling? And then ask yourself, why? Why am I feeling this? Why? I'm feeling this because there's a lot of people in the room. Everybody's staring at me. Maybe my dress isn't as pretty as hers. Maybe I don't feel as pretty as she does today. And then ask yourself, where are they coming from? Where is this stemming from? Where is this coming from? Okay, maybe it's because, you know, I did struggle with, you know, my legs, and I have this short dress on, but they're really not looking at me, but they could be looking at me. A lot of it's our own unfolding, our own upbringing, our own insecurities and issues with ourselves. So make sure you're really focusing on those things and dealing with yourself, and that's why it's important to know who you are. That's why it's important to love who you are. If there's an area in your life that you're not confident in, if you're not comfortable in, change it. Begin to work on that area. Whatever it is you need to do to become the best person that God has called and created you to be, you need to do that. So stop tripping. Own who you are. Love who you are. Be 110% confident in who you are. Be okay with not knowing what everybody thinks about you, and be sure to really assess those emotions, those feelings when they start to surface. So I hope you guys are having an awesome day, having an amazing weekend, and I'll see you guys next time on Angel Starr TV.